We're back. What's up, everybody? We're back. We're back. We're giving away $400 tonight. Welcome to Shawn and Lacey
Hello.
Live. So great to be with you.
It does feel like forever.
It's been forever. But this is good news. We're giving away $400. That means we're drawing 4 names, and that means the chances that somebody is here live with us low. Can you imagine just adding $100 by this time next year? We'll be at $1,200 on the giveaway.
No,
pretty sick.
We'll be at more than $1,200 because
$1,600.
we're already at $400.
We're going to be at $1,700. It'll be at $1,700 because there's zero chance that people are on tonight.
A lot of people are on tonight. We already have 16 watching.
16 watching.
All of our favorites.
Usually I say 16 when there's like 60. So there's probably actually
just give
like
it some space.
People. Shawn and Lacey Live going into 2025. Super excited to be with you. We've been jam-packed. So I'm so happy to be able to come on tonight and share with all 16 of you. The diehards, the people that have actually hung in there, committed to serving their communities.
And no, y'all aren't chump change. They're saying, what do we chump change?
Who?
Because 16, 18, 20 people that are on, they're the people that are meant to be here.
They are. No, they're not chump change.
No, not at all. We love y'all.
They're the winners. They're the ones that are going on the long haul. They're committed to the people that they were put on this planet to serve, just like we are.
That's right.
We're super excited because we have been working on our business now. You know, and I know everybody gets upset, but there's only 20 people. So if 10% of you are upset, it's 2 of you. But for a long time, we were way ahead of the curve in our teachings. We were telling everybody what was going to happen. We've been forecasting this economic downturn forever. Even when things were great, we kept telling people it's going to turn rough. It's going to get rough. It's going to get rough. And then people started, the naysayers were like, oh, they're just doom and gloom. Well, just because we stopped doom and glooming you, and maybe, I don't know, maybe we shouldn't have stopped. I don't know. Probably not for these people, the people that are here.
And it wasn't doom and gloom.
It never was doom and gloom.
It was just real conversations,
and that's
based off of real information, right?
Saying it's raining today, if it's raining outside, and I'm like, hey, it's raining outside, and you're like, you're so doom and gloom. Like, even if I said the forecast is for rain, and you're like, you're so doom and gloom. We were like, the forecast is for an economic downturn. Now, a lot of people just didn't know that was the forecast because it was sunny in their economic situation. Then when it got to the economic downturn, let's be real honest, we have information that we just stopped sharing because everybody was just they were negative with us. We've been working on our business for the last 365 days really, 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 really hard. And we just haven't been sharing necessarily the guidance, but it's no secret. You can just watch what we've been doing. Fewer better things with fewer better people through fewer deeper relationships. Our mentor, Dave Stack, who we just had dinner with about a month and a half ago. Is that right? About a month and a half ago. To try to get updated, try to get the downloads from him of what's going on in the world, who he thought was going to win the election, what he thought was going to happen. We talked to him and a lot of other people, but he's a major influence in our lives and in our business. A lot of people were like, oh, look at them. They're contracting fewer better things, fewer better people, blah, blah, blah. Well, it was on purpose. You can talk to Dave Stack, you can talk to any number of our mentors. We downsized in the sense that what we wanted to do is we wanted to focus on the top 10% of our clients, that would be able to receive information, act on that information, and go out and deliver.
And I want to clarify this because it's not like we were just focusing on our top 10%. What we were doing is we were paying more attention to what their needs and desires were. We're still obviously
nobody's chump change.
Nobody's chumping. And we were still elevating how we can serve the other 90% and trying to get better. But what we really did is we said, well, the people that like you guys tonight, that are always showing up, what do they need more of? What are they asking for? And I think that's an important point for you in your business to ask that top 10%, the people that are always showing up, the people that are loyal, the people that are paying, the people that are giving you feedback, the people that engage in your service. Ask them, what do they need? And what they were telling us they needed was more hands-on, intimate relationships, approach, guidance. And so that's what we created.
And they wanted more relationships. They wanted more opportunity to connect, create deeper relationships. And specifically, they wanted to create deeper relationships with our high-end clients.
Yep.
A lot of our high-end clients were not attending the large events. Typically in November, our fall event gets around 300 people at it. And the feedback was, listen, we want to support you. We love everybody, but we also want to grow, right? And so we need to be able to sit in a room where information is delivered and information is acted upon. And we took that to heart. So in August of this year, we ran a test. We did a smaller type event. We had less than 30 people at it. And it was a wild success. It's called Make Better Offers. We taught people how to go through their offer stack, how to get into the minds of their ideal clients, to understand what the offer progression needed to be in order to elegantly, efficiently, and effectively move that ideal client through an offer stack, so that you weren't just only selling them the one thing that you do.
And it was our first real launch of like a hefty workbook,
yeah, the intimate
whole thing.
Group, teaching, working, collaborating, everybody on the same page. People were like, this was amazing. So we did it again. Our regular fall offering was just held in Miami Beach. That one was called Reach More People. So we took the offer stack that got created and we designed an entire marketing strategy around the offer stack that would last for 365 days, 2025 marketing calendar in place, ready to go. Our VIPs are asking, where's that calendar? I was just asked that this weekend. We're getting the calendars out to you.
We're working on it.
I was talking today, like, what's going on? Why is everything so early? People now are putting Christmas trees up.
I'm gonna put ours up
Christmas
next
trees
week.
go up way before Thanksgiving now. I think it's because you get all these emails that Black Friday already started. It's like, it's already Black Friday.
It's Black Friday month. It's
Black
like
Friday
the whole month is like you get
it's
Black
put your
Friday
Christmas
deals.
tree up month. And everybody in November, like the 1st of November comes, everybody's like, where's my 2025 calendar? We usually send those out in December.
Yeah.
We usually send them out. But I don't know. We got like the calendar pulled forward on us. Usually the president doesn't start naming their cabinet until they actually get to be the president. But okay, whatever. We're just way ahead of. We're way ahead of.
I love it.
Of the
it's
calendar.
Excitement. I love Megan says we need the serotonin. We're ready. Everybody's excited. It's time to go.
So Reach More People sold out. We had a few online opportunities for people. We tested that out as well. And oh my gosh, we then are rolling into sales, revenue, profit. I am calling it subtitle sales and conversions. It's about sales, and because so we have our offer stack, we have our marketing creates awareness. Now we got to sell this stuff. And so we're teaching sales and conversions coming up January 31st and February 1st, sales, revenue, and profit. Naples, Florida, gorgeous venue. If you notice one thing, for us making these intimate, we're able to go to cool places, mostly in Florida, because I don't like to travel and I definitely don't like to be cold. Naples, Florida. I promise you it's going to be absolutely amazing. Here's the bad news, folks. Bad news. It's sold out. We don't have any seats left. Here's the good news. We're going to be offering virtual tickets, I think tomorrow.
Starting tomorrow.
Virtual tickets available tomorrow.
Early, we sold out so fast.
We sold out ridiculously fast. But see, that's the thing, right? If you have the right offer stack and you have the right marketing and you have the right community, that's what I'm talking about, focusing on that 10%. The 10% of the people, they don't clown around.
Yeah.
So I'm done trying to beg people to be successful, trying to say, oh, please come to this thing. And then putting a room packed full of people, 4 of them are drunk, 8 of them are late. Like, and then everybody's like, oh, it was like drinking from a fire hose. And then you and I walk away and we're like, I don't even know if people got.
Did we make the impact that we wanted to make? Yeah. And again, what you guys were telling us was, hey, we have a lot of notebooks full of great ideas and content from y'all. But when we get home, we don't know what to do next. When we get home, we don't know what to implement. When we get home, and we were like, well, we want to eliminate the when we get home. We want you to say, actually, we don't want to eliminate it. We want to change it, right? When we get home, we put everything into action. We're ready to go, right? And that's really what these are about.
And we talk about this, absolutely true. We curate these rooms. A lot of people don't know, like, your crew from like these groups. A lot of people don't know actually who we work with, our actual EP clients. Confirmation, 2 of our 8-figure clients are going to be in attendance in January. So if you want to be around an 8-figure earner, that's what's in an intimate setting. That's what this is about. Now, I want to talk about virtual.
Just so you know, we have 37 people on. We
Awesome. Congratulations,
Blue
everybody.
Wrench.
Blue Wrench.
Blue
Paul
Wrench is
Natoli.
back.
Congrats on Hope Dealer
LaShawn
podcast.
is on. He says, hello, beautiful people. We got a whole slew of everybody's coming back. Everybody's ready to work.
I want to talk about the virtual option.
Yep.
Virtual option, January 31st, February 1st. There is no recording. There is no recording. It's $997. Let's call it $1,000. It's $1,000. It's worth it. You'll get at least a 10x return on your investment, but there's no recording. You show up like everybody else. You are streaming in. So you got to set aside time. If you can't focus on, why would you spend $1,000? You can't even focus on and pay attention. Again, listen, we're not looking for just money. Lacey and I have been blessed. We're looking for results. You are looking for results. I feel like at a premium price point, who pays $1,000 for a virtual seat?
Yeah.
Somebody who's serious.
Yeah.
Somebody who's going to sit down with their notepad and be like, I know I can't be there.
In workbook.
And in notebook, you get the workbook. So you're working right alongside of us. The only difference is you're not in the room. And what that causes is we're not able to take your questions because we can't. We're not plugged in. We're not doing the magic wall of all the screens.
We do take questions throughout our content delivery.
Yeah,
virtual. The only thing that will be different is when we're working the room and walking through and we're helping them. That means that you have to be disciplined enough to sit down and do the work yourself. Yeah. Right. So vitally important. We do have our team on there monitoring, connecting with you, so and they can help you with questions if they can answer them. But you've got to be somebody that's like so committed. You don't have to travel, which is great. I think a lot of people like that option, especially people with families and kids. Sometimes it's harder to get away, but if you can carve out the time, man, are you going to make some changes in sales and conversions?
Swipe and deploy, my friends. Swipe and deploy, because the last thing. So virtual, January 31st, February 1st, you get the workbook. We send that to you in advance. You are live with us. There is no replay. You're doing it live with us. We're not supplying you with a replay. Next, when tickets go on sale for our next event, everybody that's in the room, they get first dibs, then our VIPs, then our virtual attendees. So if you're trying to get in line for a later event, and I'm not promising that you get in the next one, you may be in line for a little bit, but here's what I can tell you. Historically, one event, this one, you can't get in unless you were a virtual attendee, right? It's just going to close out every time. And listen, maybe maybe these ding dongs on the internet are like, oh, they're just rebuilding. We're going to hold it there.
And here's what I will say. What I love about the sales and conversions event is that what we really do is we're going to walk you through a progression of the sales journey for your clients. And I think that that's really important because so many people, we talk about the offer stack and how many different parts of the offer there is. We just did the marketing calendar and walking through the progression of marketing. Now we need to walk through the progression of sales that an individual goes through. It's very, very important. Carolyn's asking what are the dates, and Natalie put it up January 31st through February 1st. Go ahead.
Speaking of dates,
what do we got? There we go.
Tomorrow we are going to be putting on the masterclass to end all master classes. This is a big topic, folks. Same thing, except this is absolutely free. I called on my good buddy Chance Weber. I was like, Chance, look, some people, they need Google and SEO. Some people, they need social media ads. Some people need, Google ads and SEO, Google My Business. Some people should just be living on social media. Some people need a mix of both. And it depends on a lot of variables. And I realized that most of my clients, they didn't even really know. Like, you just follow the fads, you follow the trends. Well, Chance and I are sitting down for 90 minutes tomorrow, not too late to register. I don't know. I can't see. November 21st, 2 p.m. Eastern.
Yep.
Somebody from the team is going to have to put a registration link. It's not on the screen.
We're not allowed to put links in YouTube chat. So
we're not.
You have to just reach out to.
Go onto my social media, check your email.
Hey, it worked.
Oh, well, okay.
I thought we used to not be able to do it. Just kidding.
Well, there you go. Click on that link. Get yourself registered. Hey, do me a favor though. Do me a favor. Let's be kind. Rewind. Let's share that link. Would you share that link? Will you take that link, get yourself registered, then share it on your social media? I'm telling you, absolutely free. It was like, Chance, let's help the people. This is confusing. A lot of you hear us discuss social media strategies. Like in one thing I'll share. For Shawn and Lacey, for Black Diamond Club, we don't do any SEO. For Well Infused, for Book Yourself Solid, SEO is important. Why? Well, we're going to discuss that tomorrow. For Black Diamond Club, for Shawn and Lacey, for our personal brand, we're heavy-handed on social media ads, paid ads. But we don't do a lot of paid ads for some of our other businesses. Why? Well, we're going to discuss that tomorrow. We're going to clarify all this. We're even going to talk to you a little bit about what you should be doing. One, which one you should be doing. And once you've determined which you should be doing, what are the next steps? How can you get this straight? We want to help you to reach more people. We want to cut through all of the BS that's out there, all of the confusion that's out there. We want to help set you straight. You've got to have a strategy going into 2025. And your strategy in 2025 cannot be, I'm going to figure it out in 2025. Let's get this figured out tomorrow, 2:00 Eastern, 90-minute class. Me, Chance Weber, I guarantee you, it will definitely be worth your time.
I love it. And Natalie just scolded me. The admin can add links, but nobody else.
Oh,
now we know. I love that.
Natalie's
so there's the link right up there, www.blackdiamondclub.com/ads-masterclass.
Lots of people are signing up for this. Lots of people getting locked in. It's going to be a ton of fun. If you know anything about Chance, he spoke at our marketing event not so long ago. Everybody loved him. He was only on VIP day. Sometimes we do that, just a very special treat for our VIPers. By the way, at our other events now, our upcoming events, the small events, no VIP day. Everyone's a VIP. We just got 30 people. This time we spilled a little bit over. We got 35. We closed it at 30, and we had a couple straggler people come in. 35. That's it. No more. Close it down. 35 people in the room. 37 with Lacey and I. 38 with James. 39 with Megan. 40 with Natalie. That's it. No more, folks. That's it. We're going virtual tickets. It's going to be absolutely amazing, but it's going to be beautiful. Imagine that too. A lot of people are like, hey, we don't get any time with Shawn and Lacey too during the breaks or at lunches. This allows for that. It's very, very, very intimate and connected.
Shout out to Jen Troy. She sent actually to her list.
She did
the event and had a couple of people sign up already. So we super appreciate you.
Hardcore. Love it. Let's focus on sharing. Focus on those clients that came to win with you and with us. Focus on them. Make sure that they're being well served. I think I have one other thing that we're talking about, don't we?
We're talking about post-election, post-fight, and
I thought I had another slide. No more slides.
Do we have any more slides? We've got.
Oh yeah, you go to work, Lacey. Let's see this Crew 52 because it's been so long. We got to leave that there for a second.
We got a lot of QR codes.
Speaking of Jen Troy.
Yeah. Jen Troy, right up. Look at her right up in the front. Look at all these people we've got here for Crew 52.
What a great idea that got put together here. So Jen Troy, Georgia Stone, Sarah Zwink, Glenn Jaffe, Rhonda Vaughn, Skip Weiss, Alika, and Brandon. Hey, if you're on, let us know that you're on. Crew 52. Those are the winners, right? And so they show up. They're the show uppers.
Drop it in the chat what your little offer is on your QR code, how people can promote you, how people can share your information, how people can highlight your brand and get you more awareness. Let us know.
Well, this is the thing, right? We want you to check these people out. We want to give them a moment. That's why we're leaving this up here. I want you to at least get your phones out, hit all these QR codes. Just leave them right there so that you have them handy. Somebody can either help you or help someone you know. And that's what we're doing here. We're building this giant community of people that can help each other or know people that can help each other. Well, we're sharing with you 8 people right there who we know and who we know can help you or people that you know. So you just got to see that Jen, she helps conversions. If you are struggling with getting leads but not booking those calls, not booking those appointments, Jen Troy. Georgia, she works with Skip. They have their app. She does a lot of things in the virtual space. She can help you there. Sarah and Brandon, they work together in the specific chiropractic centers in Dallas. Boom, home run, anxiety, migraines, that's their specialty. Glenn Jaffe, Charlotte, North Carolina, doing big things in Charlotte. boy, he's out there repping the political side of things, and is involved in I think it's chiropractic's first PAC, which is awesome to see the Political Action Committee, Glenn, getting behind that. Rhonda, BYS coach. If you're looking to get book solid, struggling with your always have something to, just need some guidance, hit up Rhonda. Skip Weiss, Prime Pediatrics. Skip and Julie dropping content like it's hot over the holiday season. Skip was showing off his beautiful Christmas sweaters and fancy reindeer horns. Skip is leading the charge for the pediatric movement in the United States. And Alika, out there in the St. Louis area, if you know anybody in the Midwest within driving distance to Alika's absolutely crushing it in his practice. He's a show up kind of guy. And so if you need a chiropractor in the St. Louis, greater St. Louis area, make sure you hit up Alika. And yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, I mean, what I love about this lineup here, this is a fantastic lineup. And
That'd
this
be
is
a
great
speaker lineup.
Yeah,
somewhere.
this is a lineup.
You can put on an event with just those people right there.
It's a lineup for a lot of people that show up. And
it
so,
is.
You know, a lot of times we talk to people, and this is a lesson in collaboration and helping out other individuals. A lot of times I talk to people. In fact, I was talking to a client yesterday that said, I just don't feel like I'm creative enough to figure out what I can offer others or how I can best help others. Look, this extracts and takes away the need for you to be creative. Literally, all you have to do is just share these people's information to your page and say, hey, do you know anybody that ever needs a chiropractor in St. Louis? Well, I have somebody for you. It's literally that simple. You may not know what people need. You don't always have to be the answer. Sometimes you just put it out there and you may show up as an answer for somebody that's in need that didn't know you had it, right? And I think that that's really, really important.
Well, Black Diamond Clubbers, this week we dropped a podcast where we talked about the fact that you cannot win this game by yourselves. I have been doing some work because that podcast dropped with the mastermind groups and with some of my private clients. Big revelation. Even our private clients find it hard to collaborate.
Of course, yeah.
So a lot of people, I was like, look, when you go out into your community and you're frustrated because you're like, I can't find people to collaborate. Listen, some of our highest performing clients are not the best collaborators. Now, it's a learned skill.
Yes.
I'm like, well, don't say to yourself, well, I'm not a collaborator. Listen, just start by, even if you're just like, all right, I'll just pick one of them. I mean, that's lame, but it's better than none. If you posted all 8 of these people onto your socials and you're like, look, check it out. I'm on Shawn and Lacey Live. I'm edifying my mind, but more importantly, I'm connecting. And here's 8 people that I want you to connect with. And here's how you could reach them. Imagine that. That's your first step. Mirror, mirror, people. Mirror, mirror. The world is merely a reflection of you. And if you're a terrible collaborator, of course, you're having a hard time finding people to collaborate with you.
Yeah, and I think you're right. I mean, you can bring us back, James, but I think it's so important. You said that it's a learned skill. It's absolutely a learned skill. You're not great at it at first. You have to keep doing it to get better at it. But I think it's also a belief system. We talked about that this week on Get Book Solid, our live show with David Meltzer. It's a belief system. You truly have to believe that collaboration is a thing and that it's a thing that's going to benefit you, your clients, and somebody else's business. And I think, that's one of the hardest things that people run into is you're trying to collaborate and you're out there running into a lot of people that don't believe that it is actually a thing and that it's something that can help benefit their business in a way that can be authentic and that can be real and that doesn't have to feel sleazy, right? And I think that that's important. It really is a belief system.
I wanted to share with everybody. We don't have a slide for this. We got to get a slide for this next time, James. I'm coming home, folks. Because it reminded me when I was talking about Alika McGuire. Holy smokes, it's worth it to us. Logan Homecoming. What's it called, Megan? Is it called Lyceum? I haven't been.
Megan, what's it called?
I think it's called Lyceum. It's not called Lyceum.
It can't be called Lyceum. Not at Logan.
It's called something else. Yeah. I'm coming back to Logan to speak for the first time since 1995. Coming back on campus for Logan Symposium. Shawn Dill speaking at Logan Symposium. Come on, folks. When you talk about collaboration for the first time since 1995, now Logan Symposium is held the same weekend as Sherman Lyceum. That's where the Lyceum
So we're
is
going
coming.
on a tour.
Lacey and I are speaking at Sherman Lyceum. You need to be there. Sherman Lyceum. We're jumping a plane right away. Bang. We're flying over to St. Louis. I'll be speaking at Sherman Lyceum on Friday. I'll be speaking at Logan Symposium on Saturday. Sherman Friday, Logan Saturday. Back to Sherman that night. You got the big gala ball. I'm on the board. I wanted to make sure that I was representing for where I graduated from, right? My alma mater, but I wanted to represent, and then back home again to Sherman College for the gala. Don't worry, we'll be back for that. And then Sunday we have the Sherman board meeting. But I am pumped for all of you. Like, again, like if you're down, like people might not believe this, but I always wondered why wouldn't Logan have me speak? I don't understand. Like, what's wrong with me? Everybody else wants me to speak, but why won't Logan let me speak? And then finally, Megan worked on this. Shout out to Sam Wang. He's on the board at Logan. He worked on this. Glenn Jaffe, who we mentioned earlier, Cynthia Howard. A lot of people went to bat for me, and I appreciate them so much. All of you who went to bat for me, we're finally on the program. And any of you that are in the Logan area, please stop by. I would love to see you. I would love your support at my talk. I mean, it would be a shame.
I'm flying.
It would be because you're shocked. You're shocked. You're like, oh, I can't even believe this. I having Shawn there. It would be a shame if I only got the same 8 people that are on the live at my talk. I'll probably never be invited back again. So make sure. I'd love to see you. Make your plans now. Sherman Lyceum, Logan Symposium. Pick your poison. Make sure that you're at one of those. I would love to have your support. Remember, support is conditional. And man, I'm pumped up to be going back to Logan.
I'm pumped. People are pumped. They want to know when it is.
And I want to know, it's in May. It's the weekend before May 5th. It's Kentucky Derby weekend. It's always Kentucky Derby weekend. But also, hey, I don't have this, but since Natalie is running the admin portion, Lacey and I are speaking at CST in Texas. Oh man, you got to make sure that you get into that. Natalie, put a link for that, because I think I saw that early bird registration is up. If you haven't figured it out, Lacey and I are hitting the circuit.
And it's going to be a Lacey and Jen Troy duo.
What? Lacey and Jen Troy duo.
CAs, and we're going to be, I think they want us to collaborate our content. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
And I'm going to be breaking down just straight chiropractic philosophy. Yeah. That's going to be great. Also, if you want to come out to Edinburgh, in June, we're going to be hosting a 5-day bucket list golf experience. And at the end of that, Edinburgh Lectures, Lacey and I will be speaking at that as well, plus a whole host of places. If you would like to have Lacey and I speak at your place in 2025, reach out to Megan at blackdiamondclub.com. Our calendar is super filling up, and I'm excited about that. I'm not excited about the travel, but we don't go anyplace cold.
That's true. Well, that's not true. We were just in New York, and it was kind of cold.
It was just kind of cold. We got great weather in New York.
So let's talk 2025 projections.
2025 projections is going to be the greatest year ever for all of you, but even better for Lacey and I.
Shawn Stradamus.
Super excited for 2025. No, in all seriousness, listen, I want everybody to really get this message before we pick the 4 winners.
Yeah.
This will never happen again in your life. I said the same thing. You had COVID. We had the pandemic. All of a sudden, the government was like slinging free money, and I was like, "This will never happen again in your life. Get the free money." A lot of people got the free money, and they botched that up. But that's on them, not on us. But that'll never happen again. Here's also what will never happen: is that you have a president for 4 years, they go away for 4 years, and then they come back for 4 years.
It's pretty amazing.
It's pretty amazing. And it doesn't matter who it is. So it's not amazing that it's Trump. It's just amazing that you get 4 years on, 4 years off, 4 years on. And so when you're the incumbent, it's interesting, because if you win, if you do 4 years and then you win, you get this continuation. But if you're not, you get the 4 years, then you get the opposite for 4 years, and then you get the return for the 4 years. And I've been telling everybody, all of my private clients are all over this. It is so predictable. I can sit down and tell you, here's what he's going to do next. And he's not even the president yet.
Yeah.
Here's who he's going to put on in these positions. Here's what that person in their position is going to do. Why? because he already did it once. So basically he set the table and he got things to where he wanted them. And then the next administration came in and undid the table and got things where they wanted them. He comes back. Guess what he's going to do? He's going to reset the table and put things right back how he wanted it. And this is the greatest opportunity for a business person. It will never repeat itself. It will never repeat itself. Now, most of you can remember. Most of you are like, man, I remember 2017 to 2021. Business was great. Yeah. Business was great. And it was great until the pandemic. Hopefully we don't get another one of those. But imagine we don't get the pandemic, what that 4-year run would have looked like. It would have been absolutely incredible. All of our clients, all of them, that's not hyperbole, record year after record year after record year after record year. In fact, some of them did so good, they went on to become coaches. But here is the thing. We coached those coaches during their heyday. Mm-hmm. So now what we're doing is fewer, better things. We're going to coach you during your heyday. We're here to coach you guys through this, the people who are committed. We don't want there's just the people that get swept up in the undercurrent. Rather than putting out there like, oh, who wants to do 7 figures? I'm thinking 8 figures, and maybe for some people, even 9 figures. That becomes very possible. Super excited about a lot of the businesses that you are involved in. You're emerging, launching a couple new businesses. I'm too old for that kind of stuff. I go to bed early. I'm excited about this 4-year run for what you're doing. I'm excited about this 4-year run for what you guys are doing. It is so predictable. I just hope that you're getting really, really good guidance. I hope that you are following that guidance. And I hope that you are just getting set. And you know what's really interesting too is that hopefully what I noticed with us is like we tell our story pretty transparently. Like we were, okay going into 2017, 2021, we were great. Then the total economy, I literally said in 2022, the goal is going to be to keep your nose above water. Yep. Thankfully, we've held that line, right? 4 years later. And what's interesting is that we don't have to go back to here. So we're here, and now we get to go on this even
that's
greater,
a lot of you. It's that hockey stick, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm super excited about. That's why I'm saying if you're just shy of 7, let's not get you to 7, let's get you to 8. If you're just shy of 8, let's go for 9. Doubles on a 4-year double plan. I mean, man, the sky's absolutely the limit. You've got to show up. You've got to do the work. You've got to be able to take guidance, and you've got to understand that the guidance is going to be counterintuitive. Yeah, 2 things. It's really interesting. Our daughter actually works for a private equity firm out in California. And we had said to her, was the firm, how did they feel about the outcome of the election? Obviously, you can imagine probably which way mostly they would swing, maybe. But she did say, listen, they were prepared for both. We were prepared for both. And we told y'all to be prepared for both. We were more prepared for one than the other, right. But we were prepared for both because we had information. But she did say, but they are excited because they do believe that this was the better outcome for the economy, right? Long term. So and that's another thing that, in 2 weeks ago in our podcast, we talked about this. I do think, listen, it's like a train. For all of you super, the economy's been hard this last year. For all of the super patriots, the super conservatives, it's going to be better in January. No, it's not. It's like a train, right? And so it still has momentum. That momentum is going to carry all the way into and maybe through Q1, into Q2. Yeah. Well, I think you see mid-year the train stops and then starts going the other direction, right? But again, it's going in the right direction up. But it's not fixed. It's not to 2021 levels yet. And a lot of the things that in Trump's philosophy that he wants to apply actually can excite inflation, right? He already is laying out this plan, this mass deportation. Well, mass deportation, there's people in the workforce that are doing things cheaper. Mass deportation drives the price of a lot of that labor up. And then it's got to recalibrate to bring it back down. A lot of people are excited about the tariffs. Well, listen, a lot of what you're consuming is coming from China. China is the one that's getting potentially hit with the largest tariffs. The price of that stuff goes up. And so inflation could potentially run a little bit. So please please get good guidance. We're having to put our pieces in place. We're having to pull those levers in a timely fashion so that we can set the train in motion in your business to be riding along, get swept up in that economic upturn as it happens. And then, of course, guess what we're going to see? Lowering interest rates, real estate. All of a sudden, you notice how no entrepreneurs are talking about real estate. All of a sudden, they're all going to be into real estate again. Well, a lot of people have learned the real estate lesson. You've got to get good guidance. You've got to get good advice. You've got to know when to get in, but more importantly,
when to get out.
When to get out, right? Cryptocurrency, big run right now. I think it's going to come back a little bit in Q1. And then boom, off it goes again. You're going to see all the chiropractic crypto experts reemerging. Well, where were they during the last 4 years? Did they make $1 gazillion? And I actually have 2 of the foremost crypto experts. I've picked them up through relationships. Super excited about some stuff that we're going to be doing with them. But yeah, it's a tremendous opportunity over these next 4 years.
I would say the second thing I was going to say is the reality of it is RFK did get appointed, and he is going to, in a good direction or a bad direction, it doesn't matter. Like they say, all press is good press. That's what's going to happen for healthcare, right? He's going to highlight it's
coming to the forefront.
It's coming to the forefront. He's going to highlight and bring a lot of awareness to the state of the current healthcare system in the United States, and how it compares to other countries. Yeah. And so this, for a lot of you that are service-based entrepreneurs, specifically in healthcare, this is a big opportunity for you. This is an opportunity like we haven't seen in a very long time. So not only is the train, the economic train, going to hopefully slow down and then move in the other direction, but coupled with that, layered on top of that, we have a heightened awareness around health, and how we are different from other countries. And it's your opportunity to be part of that conversation. And so we're going to talk a lot about that and give a lot of guidance around that as well. So I'm excited about that, of course, because of my businesses. But
yeah, your businesses. And also, listen, we definitely do not win. Sean Stradamus is not absolutely perfect. We do not win on every investment we make, but I will tell you this. But I will tell you this. It's a great time to be an equity holder in Cram Nutrition.
Yep.
It's a great time to be an equity holder in Riot Energy. It's a great time to be an equity holder in Protagera. It's a great time to be an equity holder at Hydro. Got to meet the CEO and the marketing folks from really Hydro over the weekend. Listen, Hydro's on the rise. Those of you that jumped in with Speed know that Hydro acquired Speed. Our equity converted over. Now we're equity holders at Hydro. That means partners with Justin Timberlake.
Very fun.
All kinds of amazing people. They have great plans. And then you also know private equity money. That's where our daughter works. Private equity money starts showing back up over the next 4 years. Some of you are positioning yourselves and your companies for an exit. Well, good for you. High five. Next 4 years, you're going to have a tremendous run. I hope that you also are exit. I want to see a lot of these investments, Cram, Riot, Hydro. I want to see them exit in this next 4 years. Those paydays will come off. Then all of a sudden, all these people will be like, Shawn, Lacey, you guys are geniuses. But for the last 4 years, we look like absolute idiots. But you know, we believe in the future. We believed what was possible. Wait till RFK brings all of that USDA organic energy, organic healthy. I mean, listen, Uncrustables are not even able to be sold in Europe because of the ingredients.
Yeah.
Well, imagine RFK starts to make move like that here in the United States. Either Uncrustables modifies, but we're already on front of that. We already have it. It's called Cram. Cramnutrition.com. I thought they were our sponsors too this week, but I don't know. Anyways, you guys could buy some cramnutrition.com. Stock up. It's going to be the rage. Everyone's going to be talking about it. You wanted to talk about the fight? Is that on there too?
No, I mean, it was just post fight. We can talk about it if you want. I just didn't know it's 8:40. I didn't know if you wanted to pick our winners.
Sure.
People
4 winners
patiently waiting for us. We're ready to win. Everybody's ready to win. They're
Cram Nutrition.
Cram Nutrition.
They're
there
all trying
it is.
To go to bed. Lacey's going to bed too. 4 winners. Here, you know how it works. We're going to draw. We're going to hit that magical electronic canasta. Thanks to Matt Musgrave for putting that together. The brains of Matt Musgrave. We're going to hit that electronic canasta. We have all of the names of every Black Diamond Club member and every Book Yourself Solid Group coaching member in the digital canasta. When you see your name, you have exactly 30 seconds to show yourself in the comments to let us know that you're here. You must be present to win. We draw your name, quick. You're a winner. Then you just claim your prize. If you are present, we're sending you 400 digital Lacey dollars. Lacey bucks coming at you. James, fired up.
Oh, all right. Herb Beslawanowicz.
Herb Beslawanowicz.
I know.
James didn't even start really.
What are the chances Herb Beslawanowicz is on here?
Yeah. Herb.
Beslawanowicz.
Herb. Oh, Mike says fake. Oh. That's
on your screen.
I don't see it on my screen. Oh, I wonder if I'm accidentally paused. Let's see. There we go. There's Herb.
Herb Beslawanowicz.
You guys, I don't think we could make up that name if we tried. So, like fake name, made up name. There's no way my brain could come up with that name.
Well, maybe James could.
James, could you?
No way.
James couldn't even say it.
I know. They're gonna have to start saying AI names, not fake names. AI.
That's right. That's more like
we use ChatGPT to make these names.
All right.
James, fired up.
Name number two.
Here we go. Name number 2 is Anthony Giordani.
Tony Giordani. Let's go. Tony Giordani.
Okay, Mike Merck, where are you at with the fake name?
I know, right?
Everybody knows Tony Giordani.
Everybody knows Tony.
Integrity tables for chiropractors. You won.
See, even Mike says Tony, so I know.
Tony, macaroni, Michael, motorcycle. Let's go.
I love it. I love the new digital canasta setup too, with like us on the side. It looks good.
Yeah.
Oh, Tony.
All right.
It's got on $400.
Name number 3.
2 more names. Here we go. We have Dave Rosberg.
Dave Rosberg. That feels. Oh, I see Malish too. There's a lot of names on this round. This roll through.
Yes.
Dave Rosberg.
Dave
Rosberg. Sounds like a
famous author,
guy,
philanthropist.
Yeah.
Makes huge
made all his money on Wall Street.
To humanity. You guys know him better as Dave Rosberg.
Dave Ross is your first name. Rosberg, but technically it's a last
All
name.
right.
Last one.
Name number 4.
Patty, you're not alone though. Patty says, I've never seen my name spin. Bummer. Lots of people have said they've never seen their name, and then all of a sudden they win. So yes.
And if Patty wins, then I'm leaving.
Yeah, because that's
you
the
see
rule.
that?
You say it and then you win. Yeah, then everybody will say, I never see my name.
Yes, that guy, the person commenting that says Aspire Chiropractic, that guy right there said the same thing for the longest time, and then he won. So
yes, and then he won. Yeah,
which I almost disallowed because he was so obnoxious about his name not being in there. Then we pull his name. All right, Patty. Here we go. Name number 4.
All right. Here we go. It is Vagny. I know how to pronounce that last name.
Yes, okay. She was
the
in
famous
the Book
cake.
Yourself Solid. Yeah.
Anya's Cake.
The cake in California.
Yep. The Bay Area. They had that big order, and was it
got on the news. It was from Tesla. It was from my guy.
Tesla, yeah. And then Elon was like, "Hey, Kanye, making this right on the news."
Pies. That's right. It was pies. I was like, I don't think it was cake.
Oh,
Natalie knows. Everybody confirmed she is real. Yeah.
100% real.
You can find her on the news.
Elon Musk knows that she's real.
Elon Musk purchased a bunch of pies and made her famous, and then she got so busy. She couldn't even. She was booked solid. Literally, people were coming. She was like, "I'm overbooked. I can't keep up." Which we love.
To BDC now.
Yes, love that.
All right, no winners. That means in December we're coming back with $500, about half a rack, coming at you. If you know John Sarasani, you could take that $500 out to Las Vegas and turn it into $50,000. Don't go to Las Vegas with us. We do have. I do want to say this. I was talking to some of the people that were with us at Madison Square Garden this weekend. We did the mastermind. We did the VIP dinner. We had Tannenbaum there. We had the chief happiness officer from VaynerMedia, Claude Silver there. Lots of amazing people dropped in to share some knowledge, to share their passion and inspiration. I don't know exactly when, but I believe it's in March, and then I believe again in April. We're heading back to Las Vegas for office hours. That's a tremendous, tremendous opportunity. And we shared via email. I don't know if Tamika's on, but James and Tamika came with us as our guests to view a taping of office hours. There's a VIP dinner, green room. You meet all of these amazing people, VIP dinner. And then Tamika ended up being featured as a guest on the TV show in the subsequent taping. It's not a guarantee. It's not like what you're doing is get me on the show. Tamika is Tamika, right? And so, I mean, on her own merits, Tamika is invited onto that show. But Lacey and I are doing 2 tapings coming up in the spring. And if you would like to accompany us, reach out to Natalie at blackdiamondclub.com. Open invitation. We'd always love to have you come. It's a ton of fun. You'll meet the most amazing people. Albert Preciado was there this time. I mean, all kinds of super amazing people. You meet super cool people, just like at Madison Square Garden and all of the events we do. Also working out details. I don't know how many tickets I asked. I didn't get a clear answer. So if Dave, if you're watching, I still don't really know. The Masters Mastermind coming up as well. I am going to have very limited tickets on that. Just to be honest, because I've heard what their plans are, and it's going to be super amazing. But yes, we'll have that coming up as well. Busy spring 2025 is going to be amazing, but you have to do, like, if you're like going to stay, if you think that it's raining and you act like it's raining, so you stay indoors and it's sunny outside, you never get to experience the sun. You never get to experience the growth. Hey, listen, you got to position yourself. You've got about 45 days. Position yourself to come out of the gates just roaring in January. It's going to be absolutely amazing. We can't wait to do that. Take some time to rest too. Take some time to rest and recover, to get ready, because we're going to be hitting the ground just absolutely blowing it out of the water. We're also going to Egypt. Super excited. Back to your homeland of Egypt, where everybody will think Lacey is Egyptian. They can't wait. I am fascinated because I need to figure out how they built the pyramids.
They're not going to tell you how.
Well, I'm going to go
there.
We're
going to give you a theory of how.
And I'm going to find out.
I love it. Our first vacation in a long time. So stay tuned. We'll be back next month with $500 and some crazy cool content.
Let's go. Have a good night, everybody.